everybody! Got a new t-shirt! Yay! Here. So, anyway, I've wanted one of these shirts for a while. I was gonna order it, but I never did. And we happened to be at this animal liberation, whatever place called Ethic Nouveau in Minneapolis. And they had them sitting there for only a couple bucks more than you can get them for online, and probably less with shipping, so yay! So now I have a new shirt. It's kind of funny, you know, for years and years and years I wouldn't even tell somebody I was vegan. I was just like hide it or whatever. If they'd ask me if I wanted something to eat, I'd be like, oh no, I'm not hungry right now. I wouldn't tell them, no, I'm not gonna eat that. It's full of animal, rotting flesh. What? Why would you think anybody would want to eat that? I wouldn't go that route. I still wouldn't quite say it that way, but I probably would get to that point eventually if they persisted. Anyway, which brings up something interesting. I was standing with a buddy of mine, and somebody asked him if he was doing the plant and whatever thing with me, and he said, yeah, but I still eat meat. It was like, what is the deal with people? I mean, not with people, with society. It's like there's some kind of, negativity associated to somebody who doesn't eat meat. Like, you're somehow bad or wrong or something if you don't eat meat, as opposed to, well, the way it should be. God, I'm glad there's somewhere I can talk about this. I'm sure it won't change in my lifetime, but it's fun to think that, you know, people would realize that they just don't need to be eating meat, and certainly don't need to be sucking the pus of a cow's tit. What is that? It's ridiculous. You know, if you want to be healthy, you want to have energy, you want to fucking be whatever, eat a bunch of fruit, have some veggies at night, and, you know, you don't need to do just eat what you're supposed to eat. You know, eat fruits and vegetables. So I got a new t-shirt. You know, it's funny how people say things to you and they think they're going to change your mind or keep you a certain way or something, and that by saying it, it's somehow going to influence you the way they expect it to. Had a buddy of mine say how he was glad that I didn't become one of those Nazi vegans or whatever, the vegan Nazi or whatever, that, you know, I wasn't all crazy about how people shouldn't eat meat and blah blah blah, and I didn't go into all this stuff. And hearing him say that really turned the corner for me. It's like it caused me to review how outward I was with my thoughts and feelings and things like that, and how even though I was putting these videos out, I was still kind of shy about showing them to other people. I mean, people that I knew, you know, that didn't have the same mindset as me. And oh my, what will they think? And it's the same thing. It's just like my other buddy not wanting to, or, you know, having to quickly point out that he still eats meat. And I mean, so yeah, it's just kind of, it's the way society is. It's something you're programmed to do, you know, to make sure that you fit in. So, anyway, that's my little rant. Just want to thank Adam for encouraging me to be more militant, I guess, and get out there and get in front of people, because I actually think it's the right thing to do, more so than I ever have before. So that's why I'm doing this, why I'm doing the videos, and why I'm, you know, wearing my shirts around now and hoping people will notice and say something, because I think it needs to be said. I mean, you know, you go to the gym and there's the guys selling the whey protein powder, and you know, that's what I should do. I should tell a couple stories. So I go to the gym, and the guy's selling the protein powder, and there's a couple guys standing around next to him, and there's a sign up that says, "Try the mini try." It's basically a 3-mile run, 20-mile bike, and I think it was a quarter-mile swim. So these guys were talking about training for it, and they were gonna, you know, get toned up so they could do it. And I'm like, dude, seriously? I just rode my bike 20 miles to get to the gym because I went out through Anoka. Nah, whatever. And I'll do the 3-mile run, the 20-mile bike, and whatever the swim was. I think it was a half mile. Maybe it was a quarter mile. Right now. No training, no startup, whatever. And keep in mind, at the beginning of this year, I couldn't run 0.2 of a mile. So this is not something that takes a long time to acquire or get to. I mean, 6 months, you can be all fit as a fiddle without any, you know, you don't take any whey protein powder. In fact, you probably shouldn't do that. So, not probably, you definitely shouldn't do that. The fact is, it's just a waste of money. Just eat your fruits and vegetables. It's simple. And so anyway, we go back and we all three get on the treadmills, and about a mile in, they just hit a mile and they both pretty much gave up and decided that was the end of it. And so, yeah, I went through and did the whole thing, and it's like, I don't understand how, you know, these guys were, I don't know. I mean, they're talking about being at the gym every night, and they're doing this, and they're doing that, and it's like, and then they weren't like fat or anything like that, but I don't know. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is, not that it's any big deal that I did it. I think it's not a big deal. But what's a big deal is that they're talking about needing these supplements and needing to add things in order to be able to do their workouts and stuff, like they're somehow malnourished. And it's like, no, you're just eating the wrong, you are malnourished, you're not eating the right things. You need to carb the fuck up and eat your fruit, eat your vegetables, and exercise a little bit every day. So that's my one story. The other one was out in front of Sam's Club. I'm sitting there eating some dates. I pigged out, I had like 20 of them. And this fat one walks up to me. I only point out she's fat because she's trying to give me nutritional advice. Says, you shouldn't be eating all those dates. And I just stared at her. And I'm like, oh no, it's fine. I've got another bag. Because I bought 2 bags of them. And she goes, that's not what I mean. I'm like, okay. What do you mean? She goes, well, those dates are going to make you fat, all that sugar. And I'm like, really? Well, what do you eat? And she goes, what does that have to do with anything? This is all snotty, you know. I'm like, well, because whatever you're eating isn't working. She goes, you vegans are all the same. I had my vegan shirt on, you know. It's like, you came over to pick a fight, and then you turn it back on me when I actually go ahead and play along. So anyway, that's fun. But those are really my only, well, yeah, my only 2 stories wearing the t-shirts. I've never encountered anybody that said anything negative. I'm sure there have been plenty that thought something, but whatever. The closest thing was one guy said nice shirt, and I wasn't quite sure, you know, where he was going with that. But then his girlfriend piped up and goes, oh yeah, I really like that, it's so cool, you're vegan, blah blah blah. So, you know, it worked out either way. So anyway, that's my ramble for tonight. Hopefully somebody got something out of it. Maybe I'll think about something more coherent for tomorrow. In the meantime, like this, give me a comment, tell me what you'd like to hear me talk about, give me something to rant on, I don't care. And subscribe, that way when I do post something, you'll get it right away. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!